Okay, guys, we're now, it's never too early, is it, for an Ashes chat? I mean, come on. As Graham Swan said on Sky, you see him get a stick. He talked about the India series and he said it's perfect preparation for England ahead of the Ashes series. It didn't go down too well with people watching. Name your England starting 11 for the Ashes.
Brisbane. Perth.
Yeah, it's not Brisbane, is it?
First test match in Perth.
Perth Stadium.
Perth Stadium, not the Wacker.
Which is a very weird wicket as well. It's not like the Wacker.
It's not.
It's got elements of the Wacker in it. It's still hard and it's fast, but it falls apart. And then last year they had it. No one could bat on day one, and then day 3 it was the best batting surface you've ever seen. It's a really weird wicket. I'm just saying I'm going as long as possible so he can come up with these sides.
All I'm thinking, do I need a spinner? Help me out.
So, Jarrod,
help me out.
You might if it gets flat. It sometimes gets flat there around day 4 and day 5. So yeah, you might. But do you need Shoaib Bashir?
Well, he's asked me what my team is.
This is your team, not what you think Ben Stokes is going to do. This is what Bumble and Kimber are going to do.
Oh, you want my team or what I think England's team?
No, I want you to pick your team for the first test match.
Right.
And Ben Stokes'
team, it'd be Shoaib Bashir 11 times.
And Zach Crawley and Ollie Pope probably as well.
What would be my team?
And apparently Ben Stokes watches this as well, so, pick wisely, Bumble.
Well, yeah, I mean, the caveat there is opinions. It's all opinions, so I'll give you my opinion.
Jeez, you have prevaricated a long way.
Yeah, you are stalling here, Bumble.
Duck it.
I'm going to give you a tick there. Ben Duckett, that seems fair.
Hamid.
Whoa. Hamid.
I like it, though.
What county does he play for?
Notts.
Notts.
Okay.
Was that...
No. It's just...
Oh, sorry. I thought there was a joke there coming or something.
No, I was trying to remind myself because it's been a while since I thought about him.
Going really well, and his strike rate, very Bazball, 88 this season in county cricket.
Very good.
So scoring runs and doing it quickly.
Yeah. So Crawley's gone?
Yeah, he's asked me his team.
Yeah. Let the man speak.
So number 3, Bethel.
Okay.
Root.
Yep.
Brook. Stokes. Smith.
Okay. That seems all...
That's 7.
Yep.
Ahmed.
Yeah.
So you've got 2 spinners.
Atkinson.
You really like Atkinson, don't you?
I do that. Archer.
Yeah.
Wokes.
Wokes in Australia?
Yeah. Just higher up.
Wokes at 8, sure.
Yeah.
Before we go into Bumble's team, on Australian wickets, I felt like for years and years and years, I would just listen to people tell me that when you go to Australia, you just need fast bowlers.
No.
I'm now in the last couple of months hearing people saying it isn't that simple, and the stats will back that up. In terms of the perfect makeup of attack for any team in Australia, in terms of the quick bowlers, what do you think is the right balance?
Anderson, Broad. They would kill on the current... I mean, they honestly would be unplayable on the wickets.
Hazelwood's a gun bowler for him, and he ain't rapid.
No,
he's not rapid.
So it's not just then... So this
hit the top of off stump accurately.
This narrative that England have to go there with 6 guys that can bowl 94 miles an hour is a nonsense.
They might take that Cook. I've not seen much of Cook, but that type of real accurate bowler, round about 80 mile an hour. Of course, they've got Cummins and Stark, but Hazelwood gets a shed full of wickets. He ain't rapid.
No. He can bowl fast, but he bowls within himself as well. He's not even trying to bowl fast. At the moment, you really want people who can seam the ball. Well, there's never been a time that has suited England more.
Sure.
And at the same time, they might take over Carson Tongue, which are probably the sort of bowlers you would historically want to take to Australia.
You'll need them. You'll need a nucleus. They'll get injured. They all get injured. So you need your Carses and you need your Tongues. Potts, again.
I think that if you've got Rehan in your side, you've already got a number 8. Can you not have Potts? Because he's a little bit quicker than Wokes at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't worry too much about that. And getting back to your point, I think that if you're skillful, now in Australia, you've got a chance.
Definitely.
So then 1 to 7. I mean, I think 4, 5, 6, and 7 picks itself with Root, Brooks, Stokes, Smith, and obviously Duckett will open.
You think Smith will get in?
Jamie Smith. I think Jamie Smith will bat at 7. Yeah. So Bumble's gone no Crawley, no Pope. How would you look to balance that top 7?
Yeah, I mean Bethel is. We've just had a guy make almost a world record who's not a number 3 batting at number 3, right? Raymond Reefer did it for the West Indies. Australia have Cameron Green. People are punting their number 3 everywhere. if you're going to do that, Bethel makes sense, right? And at that stage, you're saying how much will he average compared to Pope? And I don't know what Pope's overall record.
35.
Yeah, but his overall record at 3 is over 40. But I think a lot of those runs are against Zimbabwe and Ireland as well. So let's say Pope averages 35 at number 3. Is Bethel going to average 25, 26, 27, and is one of the best fielders in the world and can give you some overs with the ball?
You'd like to think Bethel will average more than 26 batting at 3 now?
How many professional hundreds does he have?
None.
Okay. So again, if he averages 26,
Sure.
27,
You're going to
28,
count it's a very small sample size, but I think we saw enough in New Zealand, in my opinion, of him batting a 3 that he at least deserves a run at number 3, given what he's averaging
he
in the
definitely
30s.
in no way deserves a run at number 3. That is the position of Bradman and Lara.
I'm talking
but
in
in modern
comparison to
cricket,
Ollie Pope.
yeah,
In
but in
comparison to
modern
Ollie Pope.
Jonathan Trott.
Yeah.
So things have changed, right? But yeah, I can see, but I'm not expecting tons of runs from him. I'm not expecting tons of runs from a lot of these guys at number 3 at the moment. The ball's nipping around everywhere. Like, people are struggling against the new ball. We saw that in this last test. Early on, it was still tough to bat. It was afterwards, once you got in, it became very easy to bat. But people are struggling to do that. Look, Bethel's Bethel. I don't know enough about county cricket to tell you there is another top order player out there that is better than him. And I haven't seen Hamid play of recent times. But at a certain point, do they not have to just admit that Crawley and Pope don't work?
Yeah, well, they're stubborn, if that's the right word, that this is what we want.
Yeah.
This is the type of player going forward. I hope Crawley comes good. I hope he gets hundreds and puts it all to bed. But right now, I can see that Hamid is a really good player. What I'd say is that I've seen a fair bit county cricket. Hamid,
Sibley's
Lees
runs, yeah.
and Sibley are better players now than when they played for England.
Yeah.
Them 3 are better players.
And that's a really important thing as well. And it's the same of, they've created this thing where you can't get dropped anymore, right? And we get it. And after what happened in the 80s and 90s, it's probably good that England went the other way, right? But there was a really interesting thing that Rob Key said about Bethel and Pope, where he said, essentially, if we make a decision to use Bethel, that doesn't mean that's the end of Pope's career and then he won't bat at 3 anymore. We want to be flexible and we want to pick the right person for the right job. Surely you could make the same argument for Crawley at the moment to be just like, is there any point in us keep playing him when he's not seeing the ball the way he should be? Go off and have a break. And Australia did that with Marnus, right? And Marnus has a much better record than Crawley. And it's not like Australia have any backup batters either, but they're literally like, just have a small break, and then it doesn't mean it's the end of your career.
So why do you think England keep picking Zach Crawley when he's averaging a touch over 30 in his first career?
Mate,
I think Michael Vaughan in Telegraph said he's the luckiest sportsman of all time, or something along those lines. Zach Crawley, and it's hard to argue with that with numbers like that, and he just continues. Played over 50 Test matches for England.
Again, I've been in sort of that situation where they fancy the player, and he will come good, is what they're saying. I understand that, but I also understand that when you're looking at county cricket, and the 3 that I've mentioned who've played for England, they're better players now. Hamid is a much better player. He's a captain now, he's more mature, he's moved counties, he's got rid of sort of parental pressure. And he looks a fine player, and his stats tell you he's a fine player.
How old's Crawley?
Off the top of my head, I'm
24?
guessing, yeah,
24?
mid-20s.
So most players peak between
27 to 30.
Yeah, 28 to 32, right? Like if you look
Michael
at
Hussey started at 29.
Yeah, so most players peak around that age, right? And if you think he's an above average talent, players peak later, whereas first class cricketers usually peak around 23, 24 when they're at their best athletically, right? When they're moving at their quickest. So that means you've still got another 3 years, right? To assume
3 more years of this,
right? Now, what's he going to average by that stage? Do you know what his average is off the top of your head?
On Test cricket, a touch over 30.
So 30, 31?
Yeah.
30.
Yeah.
So let's say he continues to average 30 to 31 for the next 2 to 3 years, and then goes through a purple patch, right, for 3 or 4 years, and then he's older and he's struggling again, he has a bit of a dip again. What are you getting out of him? You're going to get 10 years out of a player who might average 33, 34, 35 at best. Like, I don't see that is the best option when you could try 3 or 4 other options and guys that we know are good players. When Dob Sibley first played for England, he could not hit the ball to cover, Sam, right? I've seen him play. He can hit the ball to cover now. He has changed his technique.
Yes.
He's a better player than he used to be, right? Let's just have a look. Let's see if he can do it. And if he can't do it, you know that Crawley's there and that you like Crawley. You can bring Crawley back. This idea that we'll just keep him there until he becomes good is just it's monstrous. Like, remember when all the Australian players in the 90s didn't make any runs and they had to force their way back into the team? Matt Hayden ends up averaging over 50 in Test cricket. If he played all the way through the 90s, he probably would have averaged about 43 or 44 because there were years where he couldn't hit the ball off the square. Don't just keep picking him because one day he's going to be good. How does that help him? Why are you doing this, Sam?
Yeah, no, so it's almost like it benefits Zach Crawley, wouldn't it, maybe? To almost, as Jarrod says, give him a rest, give him a break, go away, maybe play for Kent. It'll help him be a better cricketer.
Well, you've got to play, and he'd play for Kent, but pre-season, which is in April, and although we had a great April, he didn't score runs for Kent.
He didn't score runs for Kent, no. He was worse. Yeah.
Oh, no, he wasn't worse, was he?
He was pretty bad. He was pretty bad at the start of the year, wasn't he?
Don't say
But there's an A tour playing every 8 minutes now, right?
I tell you, I cannot understand the talent that he's got, that he keeps getting out. He's an unbelievably talented batter.
Picks up the ball very early, doesn't he?
Keeps getting out. Yeah. But I've done some work recently with Michael Vaughan, and he sort of spotlighted foot movement, head movement of both him and Crawley. And I thought, yeah, you're spot on there, and they're just going to bowl in that area, and he'll nick it.
Yeah.
If you chase the ball, don't chase the ball. There's 3 or 4 of them waiting for you to just play outside of your body width and have a catch, which happens. That's what it is.
Yeah, but you're not allowed to leave the ball anymore, so it's tough.
Yeah.
Ben Duckett does, sometimes.